Oh, right. So after doing part one of this trip and putting it on YouTube, which I did not plan to do, I was going to put them all on at the same time. We're now approaching the next destination, which is the Monkey Head Nebula. You can see it quite clearly up ahead. This is, it's 8 jumps away now, I think, 7 jumps away. So this is 3,699 systems visited now. Max distance from the start hasn't changed though, so 6,947 light years is going to be my new benchmark. That is probably not going to go up now until I do my run to Sagittarius-A not out, which I suspect will be the next and last long distance trip I do. However, with that particular trip, my max distance from the start will be the thing that spurs me on. Obviously it's going to be around 25,000 by the time I reach Sagittarius-A not out itself, but I could well be tempted to carry on going, see how, you know, just how far up to the top part of the galaxy I can reach. Anyway, that's not for now, that's a long way in the future. So this next system which we are heading to, SATA-III JY-F D12-25, will be the 3700th system I've been to.
2, 1, engage.
And I am rather hoping that there's not much here. My progress from Crab Nebula to Monkey Head has been a bit slow. I mean, it's only 1200 light years between the two, well, just over 1200. But it's taken me a fucking long time to get there, because there are a lot of systems that have a lot of things in them worth scanning and are in range, so I do go ahead and do it. Thankfully this place has hardly anything, and what it does have, well, only one of them is in range. This scan should start straight away. Yeah. So there we go, systems visited now at 3,700. I'm pretty confident that by the time I finish this whole trip, that will be into the 4,000s. There's only 300 more systems to go to do that, and considering that once I've been to Monkey Head, let's get away from the star and see how it looks from here. Once I've been here, the next stop is the Jellyfish Nebula, then after that the Rosette Nebula, then the Seagull Nebula, and finally the Horsehead Nebula. So I've still got a fair old way to go. I'll say it's, well, I'm doing all the sightseeing on the return trip. The direct part was not the return trip, that was the trip out. Now I've been getting a lot of firsts, and I found yet more. Again, more Earth-likes, water worlds, ammonia worlds in amongst these firsts. I suspect there is a very high possibility that by the time I get back, other people who have already gone to those systems come back and cash them in. Which is fine. I'm not doing this to get my name on the map. You know, not out here, I don't give a toss. I'm not going to be coming back to this area, so I don't care about having my name on there. I'm doing it for the credits. Obviously the bonus credits for being first will be handy, but I just want it all to go towards the profits from exploration, currently at 38.1 million, and for that to get me up to Pioneer. Well, so I'm 54% past Ranger, so I need another 46%, which in under Ranger is quite a bit. So I've been told I need about 20 million. I think it's nearer 25 million. I'm going on the assumption that it is 25 million, because I mean, if I do get 20 and it's not enough, I'll just be pissed off. As it is, I am confident I've already made 20 million, so everything else should now hopefully get me a little bit past Pioneer, and well, will help out with the elite rank. Well, I say that, it's not really going to make a blind bit of difference, because to get elite, I say that's when I'm doing my Sagittarius-A not out trip, and it's just fucking hyperspace. And yeah, that trip, 25,000 light years plus, plus however far I feel like going once I've been there.
4, 3.
Well, that should certainly get me from Pioneer to elite. I know one person on my friends list, Commander Mono, he has done that trip where he carries on past Sagittarius A not out, carried on going as far up as he could. So yeah, he could probably give a fair indication as to how far that is. Now, this is the first time since I started this trip that I have emerged at one of these Type T brown dwarfs. Never emerged to one in this entire trip so far, so I'm quite pleased about that, because they're fucking annoying. You can't fuel scoop off them. Their presence means that the system you're in is not going to have fuck all worth scanning in it. So anyway, we are now entering a new region. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I have a feeling you're going to need to be like a Welsh speaker or something to be able to pronounce that fucking thing. Anyway, so well, there you go. This is the intro anyway to the Monkey Head Nebula visit. I think once I've gone in there and done a bit of exploring of the Monkey Head itself, I'll upload this. So I'll upload each nebula individually. I doubt I will cover much as far as the voyages to each of them. Well, I'm sure you'd be quite pleased about that, because it wouldn't make for the most interesting of videos, as this one is illustrating clearly. Nothing here as well. Not sorry about that actually. Next system is the first of the Monkey Head sector systems. And then it's just 3 more jumps after that one. I will actually be in the Monkey Head Nebula itself. But it may even be 2 more jumps. Because the Monkey Head Nebula is significantly larger than the Crab Nebula. Its colouring is also, well, as you've seen quite clearly already, its colouring is very similar to the Witch's Head Nebula. It's also very similar to another nebula that is, well, if you're in the populated zone, in the direction of Galactic Zero. So obviously the star that exploded that caused the nebula had the same sort of composition for each of them. Although exactly what that composition is, I have no idea. I've still not even been able to pinpoint the origin of the nebula there. Obviously it will be either a neutron star, a pulsar or a black hole. So it would be quite lucrative if I can find it. So anyway, there you go. It's a nice close-up look at the Monkey Head Nebula. As you can see, it is quite a dark nebula. All this region here, in fact, oh yeah, all this region here is still part of the nebula, but it is very dark. So the actual coloured area is probably only about half of the entire thing. Anyway, that's enough rabbiting for now, so yeah, back when there is something to come back to. Right, so the next jump takes us to the system that I had plotted, which will be within the Monkey Head Nebula itself. It should be in the purple region. As you can see, all we can see now is brown, because I'm now on what is, well, effectively the underside of the nebula. The purple dust, you can just about make it out through the brown cloud there, is, well, dead ahead of me. It's just that all of the darker cloud is blocking it. So let's head there. The last two systems I've been to have been T-Tauri stars. This one I picked out because it is a Class A blue-white, so I should be able to scan from it. And okay, it's not as impressive as a Class O, but I'm hoping that the presence of a blue-white in a nebula will mean that there's a good chance of a second star in here, which will be either the neutron star or the pulsar or whatever. Well, there is certainly a second star here, alright. But not the one I thought I would see. Anyway, let's see what's in here. There's only 4 objects in here. Or 4 more, I should say. It looks like I'm only going to scan 3 of them, unless those other 2 are exceptionally valuable, which they are not. That planet is not at all valuable either, so it looks like I'm only going to bother scanning, well, this other sun that's right here, and that will be it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Right, so let's get away from the light from these suns and see. Oh, that one looks quite close actually. It is. Okay, might as well scan that. Right, now let's see what the old coloration looks like from within. Hopefully we are far enough inside it that we will see the 270,000. I don't fucking think so. Can't see an awful lot. It looks like we are still inside the dark region. Some of the purple cloud is there. If we bring up the galaxy map and take a look. So, yeah, okay, we're still in the dark area. So let's take a look at the purplish area here. It says a Class M. Now, Class M's should be highlighted, but it's not. So what is there that means it's not being highlighted? I'm intrigued. Let's take a look.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think it might be Tartari. And that's why it wasn't showing up, because I had got protostars deselected.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So this may not be as interesting as I'd hoped. I like the Crab Nebula. I don't plan on scanning everything in this nebula, largely because it's too fucking big. But I mean, I did scan a fair few systems in the
Fuel
Crab
scooping.
Nebula, but that was largely because it was so small, you could do so quite easily. Why did I select Galaxy Map? I wanted to select System View. That's fuck all there worth bothering with.
Fuel scooping complete.
Now, if we get away from here, let's see how the cloud
Fuel
looks
scoop
now.
disengaged.
Cloud is certainly not as dense here as it was at the last system. I'm starting to see some colour, but yeah, this nebula is quite dark. So we can see the purple there. We're right on the fringes of it now. We're not actually, in fact I would say we're not actually inside it. We're just extremely close to it. So there is some coloration. It could be that this nebula is not a planetary nebula, and that's why we're not seeing very many systems within it. I would like to be able to land on a planet surface and do a video of that like I did at the Crab Nebula. So anyway, we've made it. We are at Monkey Head Nebula. So I will stay for a little bit, see if I can find a planet I can land on. If I can, then I'll do a video of that. If I can't, or if I give up before I find one, which is almost certainly going to be the case, then that's it for the Monkey Head Nebula, and next stop is the Jellyfish Nebula. I'm not sure how far away that is, it's not too far though. So there you go, one more nebula to add to the list. So this is Commander Nicosa, well, for the moment it may be, saying go away. Right, hoping this video fucking works. This is a high metal content planet. Let's see how this nebula looks from the surface. Looks like it's a bit of a boring and bland surface, even if it does take a while to finally appear. Now that it has, yep, it is very boring and bland. See if we can land on that greenish yellow smudge there.
Orbital flight engaged.
Of course, let's hope this fucking video actually works. There's a fair few canyons if you're the sort who really likes doing the old flying through canyons bit, which I'm not. Sort of greenish tint has rather lost its luster somewhat now that we are approaching it. It's gone back to boring grey. I don't think we're going to be landing in a crater. Actually, they can be handy landing in those. Alright, well, let's see how this goes.
Landing gear deployed.
Gravity of 0.3, so that's fine. I did find one planet that had a gravity that was over 8. I would not fancy landing there. I think I come down a bit hard. Now this area is fucking billiard table flat. Surely I can land here, no problem. Yeah. Alrighty, let's take a look. Looks like there's a hell of a lot of fuck all around here. My ship is the only signal that's being picked up. Okay, now there's something. And the old nebula, well, doing just what it did in Crab, making for some interesting viewing. That is pretty much it. We'll check out this signal, and that will probably be about it. I don't really want to waste too much time looking around the surface of the planets. There's now a much more interesting signal appearing over to the left. Looks like that's it right ahead. Yep, I'm about to go straight into it. Right, what we got? Nickel, nickel, and more nickel. Sulfur, chromium. So we've got a huge amount of fuck all there. Well, might as well take a look at this one. Like that might be two of them. Maybe not. It might be in the breaker itself. Yes it is, there it is. Vanadium, sulfur, tellurium. Okay, well I'll definitely have the tellurium. Right, what can I use to replace? Because I can't remember how much tellurium I've got. I know I haven't got a lot. 3. Okay, I might as well do a quick refuel. Alright, so now I can pick up 2. Tellurium will be 1. One more phosphorus would have been handy, and it's not as if that's rare, but no sign of it. So fuck it, that'll do. So anyway, that is the Monkey Head Nebula from the surface of whatever planet this is. And that therefore means that that's this video done. That's the Monkey Head Nebula done with. We'll take a quick look at where we are heading to next.
Frameshift drive charging. Engage.
And indeed, where we are heading to next is the Jellyfish Nebula. Which is right here. So we are looking at 1,422 light years. That is the particular star that I want to go to, the neutron star. That's where the nebula originates. Looks like the Jellyfish Nebula, okay, there are some planets or systems inside it. So it is a planetary nebula of sorts, but doesn't look like there's a huge amount of systems in there. Anyway, that is this video done. If it's worked, that means that is the Monkey Head Nebula done. So we will see you in the Jellyfish Nebula. And in the meantime, this is Commander Lucosa saying, go away.